So we've 12 and a half laps of the track for the Victorian 5,000 metre championship. Of course, the first of these championship races held in 1950-51, won by Les Perry, the great Les Perry. Steve Austin has won the title 6 times, the most by any man. Of course, the list of greats, it reads like the list of Australian greats that have taken out the 5,000 metres. Herb Elliott, Steve Monaghetti, Lee Troop, Sean Forrest, Michael Power, Rob de Hayden. The list goes on and on. The fastest championship race, well, Darren Lynch set that back in 2008, 13:30.96. Ron Clark, back in 1966, ran a 13:31.2 hand time. As we mentioned before, Hansen will set the pace. He's gone to the front of the field. He'll take them through the first 400 metres. Patterson is the tall, looming figure. The defending champion, of course, has had success here at Lakeside Stadium before. Took out the De Castella, 3,000 metres at Zatopek last year. One of the rising stars of junior middle distance racing, of course, a 1,500 metre representative at the World Junior Championships 2 years ago, and a finalist indeed on that occasion as well. To run some very nice times, and has helped to bring this 5,000 metre field back together again. So we did have a group of 5, it locked back together, and they've gone through in 5:40.97 at the 2,000 metre mark. So they've just stretched off that 14-minute pace, closer to 14:10. So Hansen, in his pacing duties, has just eased it off slightly, and we're seeing the result. The field has just come back together. It's still Patterson. Ramsden's on the plinth in third on the track. There's Brown to his outside, Wightman, Croker and Saunders. Potter's there with Rayner. Nick Earl is the gap back further. He was 6th in the 2012 edition. His best is 14:24. So the pace now moves to the front of Patterson. Ramsden's there as well as Wightman. Croker's just hanging on the back of them. Rayner's leading the charge in that second group on the track with Spence and Potter. It's 8:33.16 with 5 laps to go. That's 8:33.16 through 3,000 metres, 14:15 pace. It's slowed a little. Brown is looking to just inject a little bit more speed into this one. Patterson will go with him, as will Ramsden and Wightman. Croker's starting to find the going tough in no man's land between the two packs. 5th place, it's Rayner, then Spence and Potter. Earl is there. Back a little further to Saunders, that's the top 10. Then it's Brown, Craigie, and the St Stephen's colours. But it's Brown that might be just starting to ask some questions of his rivals with 2 laps to go. Patterson and Wightman, and it might have just broken the back of Ramsden, who's just dropping off the back of our leading 3, but Patterson is going with him, gutsy running. Brown and Wightman make that leading 3. Brown just starts to go again down the back straight. 600 metres from home, he'll start the long line for the finish. Patterson, the youngsters having the questions asked of him as Wightman goes past him, will rejoin Brown at the front. Might be the bridging aid there that will help Patterson hang on to this leader of the race. Athletics Essendon's Mitchell Brown. He's claimed state titles in the cross country. He's medalled over 10K, the 5,000 metres. He's yet to add as a state title in his cabinet of accolades. As we approach the bell, 1 lap to go. The men's 5,000 metre championship of Victoria, and Patterson, Wightman and Brown are together. The bell sounds. It's Brown and Patterson. Wightman in the gold on the inside. He's in third. Gap back to Ramsden and Croker. Spence now leading that third group on the track ahead of Earl, Potter and Rayner. But all attention on the back straight where it's Patterson that responds. Asks the question of Brown, who'll go with him. Wightman's there as well. 250 metres from home, it's Patterson and Brown Wightman in third. The defending champion will lead them through 200 metres to go. Brown seeking his maiden title over 5,000 metres, but it's Patterson that starts to shift up a gear, holds the advantage on Brown, who might be leaving his run a little too late. It's Wightman in third. Patterson leads them in. Brown will have to go round him if he wants to win, and he does. Finds another gear. Patterson can't respond, and Mitchell Brown will stretch clear. He timed it to perfection. 14:05. He'll get the win. The 5,000 metre title is his. The defending champion will have to be content with silver, but an impressive run nonetheless from the 20-year-old.
Mitch, congratulations on the Victorian 5,000 metre title. Tell us about the race. It was steady at the start and then wound it up towards the end.
Yeah, thanks, Hamish. My coach and I, Ken, had talked through a bit of a plan, and as you always do, they don't often come off exactly as you want them to, and it was nice that it did. We talked about, obviously James was going to be going around at the start and dragging things out a bit, and after that happened and he peeled off, I still felt pretty comfortable and like I could go to the front and stretch it out but still be within myself. I was lucky to do that and have Zach go to the front and go past me and still have enough to go back past him in the home stretch. So like I say, it's nice when you have a plan that's a little more detailed and all the details fall into place, so it was good.
And I imagine this is a lead up to the 10K at Zatopek, is that the plan?
Yeah, that's right. So really just to hit out, trying to go sort of similar pace, maybe a little bit quicker than what I'm trying to run at Zatopek. And Zatopek is really in itself a means to an end in that it's trying to cover the aerobic fitness side of things for me to come out and run a good 5K after Christmas and New Year. The focus will then be on a little bit more speed and hopefully I can bring those together in the middle and run some good 5s. But yeah, Zatopek is the focus in the coming weeks.